Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. A happy Monday to you all. Hopefully, your week is off to a great start. Or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully, having a great day. Nonetheless, I get to check out my very first TWS album. This is very exciting indeed, because I missed out on their debut era. But they have made their comeback. We have checked out the title track, we've checked out the pre release. Now it takes us to the rest of the album. We are going to be listening through TWS's latest drop, the Summer Beat EP. Exclamation point, very important. And I am not sure what to expect from this, but with a title like Summer Beat, I am expecting some very bright vibes. And knowing what TWS are capable of in terms of that bright music, oh yeah, this is gonna be a cakewalk for them. This is right in their ballpark. They have home field advantage. And they've had two title tracks already. They've established themselves as that bright sound powerhouse. A summer season? Oh yeah, this is for them. This is for them. So we're gonna listen through this album real quick once, or at least all the new songs on it, because well, track number 2 is the title, track number 3 is the pre-release, so we'll do track 1, 4, 5, and 6. So 4 songs on the album. Listen, if you want to listen along to or if you want to hear my opinions on the title track, the pre-releases, MV videos are on the TWS playlist, and the whole shebang. So, let's get into it, shall we? Here we go! Right, for those of you who are new around here and have never been with an album listen for me, what we do is we go through the album in order, and before every single song, I'm gonna read off the song credits for that song. So, people who deserve the credit can get the credit that they deserve. And then we'll listen through it, and then the usual I'll talk about the song throughout, and then after give my thoughts on it, see if I can pull any analogies, any anecdotes, any comparisons of that nature, and then we'll just run through the entire album in order. There is a chance, because this is a Plus album, that this gets Content ID blocked, which means the version that's on YouTube is going to be chopped up so that it's safe for YouTube's sake. If you want to watch, if this is the case, and you want to see the full uncut version of it, there will be a link in the description. First link in the description, as well as, if I can remember to do it, pinned comment in the comment section will take you to the off-site uncut version of this, and there's also a link to there's a spreadsheet link in the description as well that'll have all of the links to all of the not YouTube uploadable stuff there. So if you're interested in any of those, keep your ass peeled for that. But I've waffled long enough. We've had enough admin stuff, so let's jump into the music. Track number 1. No plus na equals 7942. There's definitely a Korean kind of number pun thing going on with 7942. Like, no plus na, you and me equals something, but I don't know what 7942 could be in Korean. I'll figure that out after I'm done recording. But lyrics by Glenn Jin-hon and Hon-so. Composition, building owner, Glenn, Brick Sancho of Yummy Tone, Hon-so, Wasurenai Jinjon, and Enmore, with building owner and Big Sancho of Yummy Tone on arrangement. I don't think we've listened to any music from the Yummy Tone music team, so this is very exciting. Here we go. There's some really interesting synthesizer work going on, or just keyboard work going on throughout this album, isn't there? That's a big release. Hold on a second. Short chorus. Unless this is still part of the chorus too. That is part of the chorus. I don't know the members' names yet, but whoever is the main rapper for TWS, or at least just the rap line, their sense of rhythm has this natural kind of playfulness to it, because they kind of skip on the beat, on their flow a little bit, and that's really neat. Gosh. But that release really hits like a truck, doesn't it? The short chorus is slightly throwing me off because I'm expecting that bright beat just continue, but they have like a short chorus with an equally short post-chorus to follow. Man. That song flies, doesn't it? Like, I know it's very short, like it was what, 2 minutes 20 something? I did not tell you to play, how dare you? Yeah, short song, and it definitely, you feel that shortness in the playtime, but it's one of those songs that, because it's got that kind of shortened chorus and stuff, it does feel like it just goes and goes and goes. Which, I mean, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. It ultimately comes down to what your preference is when it comes to music like this. I really like that chorus, so I would have rather preferred to get a full 16 bars or 16 measures of that bright chorus rather than the half-length one we got with the half-length post-chorus that followed. But that's just a personal thing. Apart from that, I really have no qualms about this song. I think, like, instrumentally, it's really got a lot of clever synthesizer slash keyboard work going on. Like, it's not just punchy synths for the sake of having punchy synths. There's some more gentler, kind of more neutral keys in there as well. And the song, even though it is short, it still has the kind of, it's a lot more straightforward than the title track, but it's still got like the clever switches and the phrases and stuff. But I am noticing that the rap line in this group, their grasp of their flow throughout their songs definitely reflects the bright energy that the song gives off. Their flows, while I am not at all well versed in like the hip hop genre and how the nuances of that genre work, but whenever we get like a rap verse, especially on this era, like I know we've only done 3 songs, but the way they skip, it's like skipping a rock on the water. If you can get it right, it just kind of hops. Their flow just hops on top of the song, and it's really cool. It's very light, and I like that. So, we skip forward a couple of songs because track number 2 is the title track, which I will read the credits for very quickly. Track number 2, If I'm S, Can You Be My N? Lyrics by Wasurenai, Jinjeon, Glenn, Brother Soo, and Haon. Composition, Jinjeon, Glenn, Enmore, Honso, building owner, and Wasurenai, with Park Ki-tae, Enmore, and Jinjeon on arrangement, which then is followed up by the pre-release titled Hey Hey. Lyrics by Wasurenai, Glenn, Choi Bo-ra of 153 Jumba, Song Ji-yu of Jam Factory, Jang Min-woo of La 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 Studio. That's one heck of a combination of producer studios. Composition, TSK, Glenn, Honso, Anchor, Wasurenai, Youth K, and Jinjeon, with TSK, T-SK, and Oway on arrangement, which finally takes us to the next of the new songs. Track number 4, Double Take. Lyrics by Jinjeon, Im Soo-ran of La La Studio, Kim Hye-jung, Ryzen of 153 Jumbus, Park Hyun-jung of Jam Factory, Wasurenai, MLC, Ronnie Icon, and Willie Weeks. Composed by Wasadana MLC, Ronnie Icon, Willie Weeks, and no credits on our arrangements. That might be one of the longest lyric credits list I've ever seen.
Double double dot dot double. Double double dot dot double. Yeah. Double double dot dot double. Say double 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 double. At the buzzer. 다 모여 여기로. 어깨를 맡은 채 한번 외쳐 who we are. 눈빛 사이로.
Holy, those are some sharp triangle hits. Is anybody else finding the triangle sounds very sharp? Like, sharp to the ears? What does this remind me of? Is it Case 143 by Stray Kids? Is that what that's reminding me of a little bit? Slide it into the next note. Is that Case 143? It's very similar stylistically, isn't it? Oh, hello. Hey. Knowing how short the song is, I'm guessing this is the outro. Oh, no, it isn't. This is a sub 2 minute 20 song with literally every single part within it. Wow. Double final chorus. Wow. Gosh, I cannot get the timing right, can I? But what I'm finding very cool is now we have gone in a completely different direction. We still have that kind of playfulness in the rhythm and the delivery, but sonically, it is not immediately bright, big, synthesizer chords, guitar hits, and the like. It's significantly lower. It's got a naturally more kind of, hip-hop oriented style to the beat. Cool. There's, here's me. I was entirely expecting an entire album just full of bright poppy music. So to get a little bit of a change in the sound, you kind of need a little bit of a palate cleanser here and there. And the direction they went with Double Take, very interesting. It's kind of addictive in a way, especially that double double da da double da double double da 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 da. It's a very easy to remember melody, and it's just one of those earwormy type things where if you listen to it and your brain latches onto it, you're never going to be able to forget it. I am very surprised at how similar it sounds to. I'm pretty sure it's Case 143. Am I going to make myself look like a right idiot here? I'm going to check if I am digging a hole, before I dig myself into a bigger one. Give me a second. Okay, I was correct. It was Case 143 that I was thinking about. But yeah, it's, we sometimes come across these where it just, all of a sudden you're listening to a B-side and you just immediately clock onto something that's so similar. We had this earlier in the year with the TXT album. They had a B-side that sounded really similar to Pentagon's Do or Not. TWS's Double Take reminds me so much of Stray Kids' Case 143. And it's not like, I'm not saying they're ripping him off. Hell to the no. Do not get it twisted. But it's stylistically so similar. Like, I'll even prove it. Well, let's see if I can find it.
Gentlemen, we'll be doing the double take.
You got that, the chromatically descending da 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 da, and then you get the kind of big vocal hit at the end of every cycle, right? Admittedly, with Stray Kids, I think you have to descend twice before you get the big hit, but, you know. Walk it down, walk it down, walk it down. It's just, I find stuff like this very cool. The coincidental connection between the two. And maybe, you know, we have some of the similar production team on it. I haven't looked that far into it. I could in a minute here once we're done, but I just find that very neat, you know? Little stuff like that. Cool. Very cool. And for, again, a 2-minute 20 song, it's a song that's got every single component for a pop song. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus, second verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, final chorus. It even repeats the final chorus twice, and it still manages to package it into 2 minutes 19. That's crazy. It's like a golden bag of holding, where it's got a lot more than it appears to have. That's neat. Right. We gotta keep her moving, and this is a song where the title is all in Korean. I'm not even going to attempt it. You know what? There we go. ChatGPT, what do you got? If I Were the Sun. Thank you very much. Track at number 5. Lyrics by Kenzie. Composition Kenzie Wasurenai Jinjeon Honso, with Park Ki-tae and Jinjeon on arrangement. So it looks like TWS also has a kind of general sound team responsible for their music, which is cool, which is, I think, very important, especially early on in their careers, because they're going to be able to establish their sound a lot faster if it's the same music team consistently working with them.
내가 태양이라면 말야 뭐랄까 넌 나의 서쪽이겠지 한낮에 뜨거운 비를 머금은 구름도.
And this one's a little bit more, you know, a little bit more kalmate than the kind of in-your-face bright, but it's still very bright. Long build. We got a groover. Song that's just gonna go. Oh! I was expecting a big hit there, I don't know why, but I'm getting too ahead of myself. Bring it down a little bit. I will give this song this. It's extremely easy to listen to. Like, unbelievably easy to listen to. Harmonies! Yeah, like, this is a pop song for me that goes down like water. It's so easy to consume. And it's got a lot of big moments, but it never feels like it's overdoing it for me. And this is also a song that's got a lot of, like, body to it, a lot of stuff to sink your teeth into. And that's why, because the song is 3.5 minutes long. I am so amazed by this song. And all the little unison vocal moments, you know, get the gang vocals involved, you feel the happiness. Okay. I think I can. I mean, we still have one song left, but at this point, this is my track of the album. It's just, I don't know, it gives off that kind of innocent, youthful vibe, but it's also plenty bright enough without being overwhelmingly bright. And it's not like an uber fast song either, but it retains the energy of a song that should be a lot faster than this. And it's just, oh my goodness, it's got so many things that I love going about it. The instrumental section is tremendously well balanced. The vocals are so much fun. You get a lot of vocal too if you consider all the unison vocal parts, the gang vocals, the harmonies too. Oof. This is just my type of song right here. And I cannot believe how easy this song is to listen to. Like, I've come across quite a few like easy to listen to pop songs and doing the whole YouTube thing. And especially this year, I feel like the early summer season has had some pretty really easy consumption K-pop songs. This might take the cake. This is unbelievably easy to listen to for me. It's almost automatic. Like, if this pops on, I'm gonna be able to just lock in right away and just vibe. I mean, you saw me vibing along to it. Oh, this is terrific. Hell yes. Alright, and then one final song, track and number, I'm out of fingers, 6. Titled Fire Confetti, lyrics by Im Suran of La La Studio, Jung Ha Ri of 153 Junbus, Hwang Soo Min of 153 Junbus, Oh Yeon Ju of 153 Junbus. Composition, Versa Choi, Kim Gomringer, Tim Gomringer, Mohamed Azizi, Gabriel Brandes, Ninos Hana, Simon Gaudes. With Versa Choi, Q Beats, Shisui, Klimper Boy, Building Owner, and Jim Jong on arrangements. There are some very familiar names in that composition list, and if my memory serves me correctly, I might like this one. No ballad. Oh, we're going now. We're cooking. This beat's moving. Gosh, when you think the song kind of slows down, it just goes even faster. So I was fully expecting this pre-chorus to kind of hit the brakes a little bit. No, we're gonna... Yeah, we're just finding new gear after new gear in this song. Not the biggest release for the chorus, though. TWS know how to make a hook. Know how to make an easy hook, too. Because I feel like a lot of the songs, after you listen to the chorus for like halfway, you immediately know what the top line is going to sound like. Cool panning. Hello harmonies. Again, a super palatable song. Ooh, cut away the instrumental section. Bring in the 808s. White noise riser.
수라는 이 밤의 시작되지 시간이 잠시 멈추니 더 땅 올라가기도 하지 두 손 잡고 멀리 가다 24/7 끝나지 않을 우리만의 youth.
That's a fire song. Wow, that is a strong finish to the album. Fire Confetti. For a song that's called Fire Confetti, it doesn't have like that explosive release in the chorus. But weirdly enough, I don't think the song needs it. The groove is really good. So good to the point that if it had that, explosive first release in the chorus, it would have taken away from the charm of it, which is something I didn't think I would be saying, considering how much I love a big chorus release. But wow, that surprised me. That's a sleeper pick for me on this album. Because it just, when it comes to 5th gen music, it feels like a lot of groups, particularly in the girl group department, but even same with the boy groups as well, they're either going one of two directions. They're going with that quite aggressive, hard-hitting sound, or the more chiller, groovier vibe, with some of the groups being the exception with their bright, kind of youthful sound. I feel like in terms of title tracks, TWS very much fits into that third category. But a song like Fire Confetti definitely is more along the lines of that more, flatter is the wrong word for it, but less drastic phase changes, and it's more of an emphasis on the groove and the way the beat flows rather than going for the big releases, going for the spectacular. And I'm kind of glad we got a song like Fire Confetti on this album, because for the most part, this is a pretty complex album, I think. And even looking at like the previous B-sides and the title track and pre-releases on this album, you do get quite big songs. Like, sure, Double Take is a song that really kind of flips the script and goes into that heavier direction. But I think without Fire Confetti, this album would feel a little bit, just the overall album in general would feel a little bit one-directional. Even with a song like Double Take, it still has the kind of charms about that TWS sound for me, that even though stylistically is different, is compositionally there. But Fire Confetti is that much needed refresher on this album. And plus the song's just really, it's a good album, it's a good song, and one of the more stronger finishes to an album, for sure. That's genuinely a lot of fun. I didn't know what I was, getting myself into. But the fact that I kind of had an inkling of what it was going to sound like just based off of the two title tracks that I know from TWS at this point. Yes, some of my assumptions were correct. We definitely got some of that brighter but also complex type of songs throughout this. But we also got stuff that's definitely a lot easier to take in. And for me, this is more of a learning album more than anything else. Because this is my first proper era with TWS, right? So I don't really have much to base things off of. I can base the previous title track, sure, but sonically, I'm not familiar with them yet. So this is me kind of taking in what their abilities are. And I feel like on this album, we got quite a good spread of, whether it's your more just jump off the beat type fast raps, the high tones, like the really nice, gentle high tones, or the gang vocals, get your power, get your speed, get your mellowness in it. It's a very well-rounded album. And for a first album, and as a learning experience, might have been perfect for me. Now all I need to do is just learn their names, which will be something that I'll eventually get. It might not be an immediate thing, but song of the album for me definitely is track number 5. Gosh, I wish I knew what the pronunciation of it was. Let's find out. Let's actually pull it up on Papago. 내가 태양이라면. Yes, that is my favorite song on the album. Here we go. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here. thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.